The Mindful Day Practical Ways to Find Focus, Calm, and Joy from Morning to Evening by Larry G. Cameron, read by Avicenna. Home. Start the day. Whether you consider yourself a morning person or a night owl, you can master how you start your day. The way you wake up can determine whether you feel concentrated, clear, intentional, and open-hearted, or whether you fly out of the door in a frenzied fog, with sensations of stress already contracting your body, clouding your mind, and closing your heart in perspective. For most people, habitual thoughts rise in as soon as we hit the alarm and continue to swirl around our heads while we get ready, like a playlist of our own personal top 10 hits of worry and planning. We often inhabit morning routines in the sleepy trains, moving on autopilot from bed to breakfast to work on our appointment. But at what cost? Your thoughts keep you from noticing the scene of the flower on your morning run, the aroma of coffee brewing, and the sweet quality of your children's voices. Autopilot takes you out of the vivid freshness that's available when you are tuned into the present. In this instance, whatever happening in the early moment of your day, in the entries that follow, I will offer ways of transform your morning which transform your day. 1. Wake up to joy. Shift from worry and anxiety to gratitude and joy. Waking up this morning, I smile. 24 brand new hours are before me. I vow to live fully in each moment and to look at all beings with eyes and compassion. Thich Nhat Hanh, Zen Master, Peace Activist. For much of my adult life, I woke up with dread. The alarm would sound and I would feel a coolness and tightness in my body as a worry took over. Concern about deadlines, looming to-do lists, or a neglected relationship stream into consciousness. I long to start the day happy and at ease. Worries in daily life come from ruminating on the perceived threats to well-being or concern that we are causing harm to others. In many case, I was habitually hard on myself, spending my mental energy thinking about what I didn't check off the list or where I felt short instead of thinking about what I had accomplished or what I appreciated in my life. I discovered that this habit stemmed from a deep belief: if I am not tough on myself, how will I get everything done? Your brain hasn't evolved for survival, scanning for threats, ruminating on worrisome thoughts to keep you safe and out of harm's way. The amygdala, small, almond-shaped structures on both sides of the brain, are associated with sensing and responding to danger. Whether those dangers are real or perceived, your nervous system floods with adrenaline and cortisol, which is a natural pattern that can mobilize you to fight, freeze, and flee. It's a natural pattern that helps you escape a house fire, but activated daily by worrisome thoughts can undermine both your emotional and physical well-being, as many of us well know. Fortunately, there is something you can do. Richard Jefferson of the Center for Healthy Mind at the University of Wisconsin Medicine suggests that it's possible to train your brain to shift attention toward the prefrontal cortex, where you have greater concentration and self-regulation. By focusing attention with intention, you can activate the regions associated with positive mental states of happiness, belonging, and well-being. With repeated mental exercises, you gradually condition your mind to tap into the joy more often than fear. Inclining the mind means to condition yourself so that your mindset shifts from being judgmental, anxious, and uncomfortable to receptive, appreciative, and compassionate. Being mindful, directing your attention with awareness, is the first step. A mindfulness can begin before your feet even hit the floor, simply by turning it into the present moment. Start by bringing awareness to each breath, both the inhale and the exhale as you lie in bed. Allow thoughts to come and go. If you notice worries about forgetting to buy make your kids' audition, an upcoming meeting, or a project deadline, acknowledge them and return attention to your breathing. Resist chasing the thought planning ahead and try to control any uncertainty. Over time, with repetition and practice, it will become easier for you to concentrate and sustain attention. I have noticed in my own practice that my mind is less distractible and I can concentrate for longer period. After a few refreshing breaths, bring your focus to your body, noticing how you feel after the night's rest. You can do this right where you are, lying in the bed. Use the body scan practice to guide your area of focus from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, noting each physical sensation along the way. Stiffness, tightness, sore leg from hiking, the spot where you just had dental work, whatever is happening for you. Practice simply noticing whether it's there without deeming it as a good or bad. The intent of the body scan is to awaken the sensation in your body in the present moment of waking up. After scanning your body, bring attention to your thoughts, but not the worries, tasks, or to-dos of the day. Focus instead on what you are grateful for. Gandhi said that we are basically product of our thoughts, that what we think, we become. You can imagine a mental wheel of gratitude that includes your family and friends, your home where you live, your work project, your colleges, your physical and spiritual health, and finally, gratitude just for being alive right now. Whether your knowledge help you receive favors, give time, opportunities, kindness, or any form of support from others, this practice of appreciation will help move your mind toward joy. According to researchers Francesca Gino of the Harvard Business School and Adam Grant of the Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, practicing gratitude can have significant results on many dimensions: physical, psychological, and interpersonal. You will notice positive emotion like feeling more happy and helpful state like being alert and energetic. To amplify the gratitude payoff, you can make a habit of waking up with the gratitude practice once a week, say every Saturday of every Sunday. A study by University of California Riverside researcher Sonja Liambomirsky revealed that a weekly gratitude practice is more powerful than a daily one. What started a deliberate mindful practice have now become my default way of waking up. When I flow through the daily breathing and body scan and I Sunday gratitude practice, my mornings are uplifting and empowering, and there is a ripple effect throughout the rest of the day. Other small acts help too. Instead of startling alarm clock, I now wake with shooting music that reminds me of the deep tones of the Coty Courage bells that rang across the street from my former apartment in Germany in my daughter's room. Down the hall, upbeat pop music is welcome signal that morning is here. Choose the tone that brings you joy and let it be your cue to a mindful beginning. Experiment with a half smile, as Thich Nhat Hanh suggests. Before you get out of bed, bring a half smile to your face and notice the effect in your mind and body as you start your day. How? 1. Create the sound that wakes you up. Program your alarm clock with music or another beautiful sound such as ocean wave. Give yourself space to breathe by setting your wake up time 10 minutes earlier than usual. 2. Take 3 breaths. Enjoy 3 easy breaths and see the full experience of your body breathing, the rise and fall of your chest. You don't need to control each inhale and exhale, just follow the natural rhythm. 3. Do a mini body scan. Bring a gentle, kind attention to your body, noticing any sensation, tingling, tightness, thud at your feet, and check in with each part until you reach the top of the head. Bring a smile to your face and be aware of how that impacts your body. 4. Observe and allow your thoughts. Be a witness to what's happening in your head. Is your mind clear and or chaotic with inner chatter? If worries arise, gently let them go. You can even imagine them floating away as if on a river. And 5. Direct your thoughts for gratitude. Before you get out of bed, direct your attention to what you appreciate in life. Be specific. You might think in categories such as home life, family, friends, work, health. Notice how this practice affects your body, thoughts, and feeling each day. Be grateful for the simple fact that you are alive and you have another 24 hours to enjoy. 2. Sit still and breathe for 5 minutes. Commit to a minimum effective dose of meditation. Your solitude will be support and a home for you, even in the midst of very unfamiliar circumstances, and from it you will find all your path. Rainer Maria Rilke, author. If adding a few minutes of stillness to your morning routine sounds impossible, meditation is even more important for you. This practice provides a calm refuge for the mind and body to recharge, giving you mental strength and focus you need to step into the day. Think of mindful meditation as a smart investment of your time, offering such routine as being less reactive, less stressed, and more alert, grateful, and content. All of this will help you optimize the rest of your money and whatever else the day brings. If you are still apprehensive about squeezing stillness into your schedule, here's more good news. You can practice anywhere and you don't need special equipment, just yourself. If you commit to just one mental training practice, this should be it. Although you can do this everywhere, I recommend designing a special spot that is peaceful and secluded if possible. Whether you sit at the edge of your bed, lie in the bed, settle in a favorite chair, or rest on the floor, cautions having a regular place will help the breathing practice become a habit by removing decision and choices. And over time, your mind will connect the space of stillness so that the meditation itself comes more naturally. As you start out, remember that this is a practice in every sense of the word. Human beings are not used to sitting in the stillness, and your mind might start resisting, tempting you with the urge to get up and start checking off your to-do list. You are learning to surf the wave in your mind, no matter the condition, and sometimes will be smoother or coppier than others. The first step is to choose a focal point for your attention. It can be your breath, an object, or even a mantra, a special phrase you repeat, such as breathing in, breathing out, or in calm, out peace. Whether you decide on, think of this as an encore to the rest of your attention amid the random thoughts swirling around your head. If you use your breath, you will focus on the flow of the air in and out of your body, just as you did when you first woke up. When a distraction tugs at your mind, recognize it as just that, interference, neither good nor bad, and then return to your breathing. Repeat. Like most people, you will get distracted, and sometimes more thoughts will tug at you harder than others. Distractions are simply a non-intentional shift away from what you want to focus on. Each time you notice a distraction and return to your breath, you are doing a mental rep, an exercise repetition for your brain. So what might initially feel frustrating is actually building your capacity for mindfulness. With each return to your object of attention, you are becoming stronger at meditation. You can even say thank you when you notice your mind has wandered, because the moment is a moment of mindfulness. This means there is no claiming that you are bad at meditation or unable to sit still. It is all part of the practice, and it will be different each time you try it, with new challenges and surprising reward. As for this result, meditation can increase attentional control, regulate emotion, reduce symptoms of depression and anxiety, and increase health and well-being, among many other benefits. Meditation quiets the voice in the head and shifts how you experience and the moment in your day. It's about detaching from the internal chatter and observing what's happening in your mind and body with a wider, kinder perspective. Client often ask me about the minimum amount of daily practice needed to start seeing a payoff. Although everyone is different, remember that just one breath can help ease of your racing mind in the midst of stress. But in general, many people see benefit from 10 minutes a day after just a few weeks. What matters is what is important to you. The more you put in, the fitter you become. If you are just beginning, I encourage you to start still for 5 to 10 minutes a day for a month. You can increment absolutely after that, eventually having at least 2 months full breathing 10 minutes routine a day. You can listen to guided audio meditation with an app for additional support, or simply breathe in silence on your own, enjoying the exquisite solitude. Either way, set a timer to free yourself from watching the clock. Next, look for little way to make this practice feel like your own and habit stick. One of my clients from Marseille, an executive in a global tech firm, sits each morning with her dog in her lap, because when she tried to sit alone, he wouldn't leave her peace. One day, she scooped him up and made him a part of her routine. My teaching partner Hammond meditated on his aunt's bedroom floor while his child fell asleep. Yeah, these days I sit on my bedroom floor facing a window so I can see the sky. Nearby are smooth, rocky rocks that my daughter had painted with the words "breathe, smile." This is it. And I love you. Surround yourself with objects that are sacred to you and that you associate with love, joy, and your own spiritual path. Many people include photos of loved ones, special teachers, a religious icon. Collecting things that nourish you also creates inspiration to practice. Each day you do sit can vary, but it's all time well spent. You are training your mind and body to relax, to be calm, to focus. Eventually, you will notice that your mind settles more easily on your breath. You might also notice that you have a little more space between your thoughts, and that space might be something you carry into the world and use to be more aware of how you feel and act. But what really matters is that each morning or at afternoon or evening, you continue to show up and meet yourself in stillness. How? 1. Set up a special place for sitting. Create conditions that can remain constant, the same time, the same place, the same cushion or chair. Yeah, if you travel, create a constant spot wherever you are. 2. Use a timer. Set a timer on your phone or use an app to realize the need to think about time. 3. Be alert and relax. Your body posture affects your state. Sit in a way that is both alert with an upright back and also relaxed. You want to be comfortable but not fall asleep. Close your eyes or gaze softly at the floor. 4. Begin with the breath. Bring your awareness to your breathing, noticing the airflow in and out of your body and follow the felt sensation of breathing. 5. Find your anchor. Where is it most easy for you to notice your breath? Nose, abdomen. Make the focus on your attention and anchor to the rest your attention. 6. Train your concentration. Observe your breathing, noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. If thoughts arise, note them with the word thinking or thoughts and gently let them go. Simply bring your attention back to the breath again and again. 7. Enjoy the meditation. Mindfulness meditation is not about striving, getting it right, or accomplishing a certain state. Just relax and enjoy. 3. Strengthen a positive outlook. Hardwire your brain for positivity and by practicing kindness and savoring happiness. To make a deep physical bed, we walk again and again. To make a deep mental bed, we must think over and over the kind of thoughts we wish to dominate our life. What you do with your morning sets the tone for the whole day, like going to the mental gym. Short mental training practice can make a noticeable difference in your mindset, mood, and well-being, which influence what you accomplish and how you do it. Why? Take on the practice of training your mind toward the positive to offset your evolutionary biology, because your brain is designed for survival over time. As your ancestors were dodging tiger and other dangers, the default circuitry became more attuned to the negative. We developed neural networks that continually look for, react to, store, and recall bad news. Yet, what protected our center can hinder us today. Neurophysiologist Rick Hanson, in a class he led for our group of mindfulness teachers, explained that our brain are like Velcro for negative thoughts and Teflon for positive one, referred to as the negativity bias. If you find that you cannot let go of a negative comment someone directed your way, or you replay one piece of constructive feedback from your manager among 5 positive ones, this is why. On top of that, we not only tune to the negative, we amplify it. Our minds spin on perceived threats, losses, mistreatment, and our emotional reaction to them then spiral into self-deprecating thoughts of love, shortcoming, and mistakes, which kick up feeling of self-doubt. This primes us to be more anxious, untrusting, and irritable with others. If you ruminate about whether something you did in the past was right, and then stop beating yourself up, you are not alone, you are human. But there is something we can do. Our well-being depends on our ability to counteract this natural tendency to focus on the negative. Cultivating a mind titled toward the positive takes sustaining work. Yet our brains are wonderful, stunningly complex too, and they can change and adapt. It's that concept called neuroplasticity that I mentioned. You can use your mind to change your brain, to change your mind. A principle Rick Hanson drilled into our band of teacher. Whatever you repeatedly say and do changes the structure and the function of your brain. Your neural circuitry can adapt and form new connections into adulthood, pending the previous belief that neural growth is static after childhood. The American psychologist William James said the greatest weapon against stress is our ability to change one thought over another. If you compensate for the brain's bias by actively looking for and choosing the good, especially the little thing that brings you joy, connection, and serenity, you will feel happier, more peaceful, more open and caring toward others, and more motivated for actions. When we focus on something, specific neurons fire together, and the more often they do so, the stronger the neural connection become. Neurons that fire together, Hansen teaches. What you practice grows stronger. Your ability to pay attention to the positive and incline your mind toward greater well-being is within reach. So take the reins in how you start your day. After your sitting and breathing practice, choose one of the mental training exercises to incline your mind to the positive. It could be any variation of the loving kindness practice where you are sending good wishes to others, to an appreciation or gratitude practice like taking in a good, or you can recall recent moment where you witness act of compassion or generosity which also generates positive feeling and cultivate well-being. At a retreat I attended early in my mindfulness journey, Zen master and teacher Thich Nhat Hanh observed that we are intentionally watering the good seeds of positivity when we engage in this way, rather than watering the negative seeds, both of which are present. He shared the simple but life-changing wisdom that the conditions for happiness are always available to us if we open ourselves to them. It is again the choosing which neural pathway you want to strengthen, instead of wondering when the situation will change or wishing an anticipated event will soon arrive. You need only to condition your mind to look, pause, and savor the joy that's already there. By delighting in micro moment, you water the good seeds throughout the day with the feeling of trying your shoes before your morning run, the sun shining during an afternoon summer rain, or that sort of excitement and achievement when your team has a breakthrough idea. A friend in Miami snaps a photo every morning of the sunrise from his balcony, which is uniquely beautifully as day. My teacher partner in Sao Salito captured the sunset on the west coast. What are the moments of joy in your life? The more you start to notice, the more frequently the positive feelings are activated. Due to the repeated practice and what we know about neuroplasticity, you will find that you are more inclined to the joyful and positive, changing your brain, your moment-to-moment experiences, and potentially your life. How? One, settle your mind. First, arrive in the present moment. Be aware of your body, thoughts, and emotions as they are right now, wherever you are sitting, standing, or walking. 2. Start with breathing. Practice a few minutes of mindful breathing, which will soon become your go-to first step when pausing and relaxing the body and directing your mind purposefully. 3. Gladden the heart. This variation of the loving kindness practice is a brief way to counter feeling of being alone and generate the warm feeling of belonging. Bring to mind someone you love. You might picture the face of the child, partner, friend, or even a pet. Smile as you visualize and feel the love flowing back and forth between you and this person. 4. Loving kindness for today. Practice loving kindness specifically for the day ahead as you think about what's on your schedule. Bring to mind each individual or group of people you will encounter. Then offer very good wishes to each person of group by repeating the phrases, may you be healthy, may you be safe, may you be well, may you be happy. Do this for 5 minutes as a minimum effective dose, although you can expand this depending on what is on your agenda. 5. Taking a good. Try to take in a good practice and apply it to the roles you hold in your life. Appreciate the contributions you are making in the world. Where are you serving? Bring a mind a central commitment, whether it's raising a child, supporting a business venture, or working on an art project. Ask yourself, what is going well in this role? How am I contributing to it? To install this sense of appreciating and let it take hold, spend at least 15 seconds thinking about your contribution. 6. See and savor joy. The practice of deliberately paying attention to the joyful moment in your life slowly start to transform your day and your life. Start in the morning, savoring the feel of a kiss on your cheek and noticing the wag of your dog's tail, or marveling at the sunrise from your window. Make it a habit to savor joy throughout the day. 4. Set intentions. Consciously steer the moment of your day and the quality of your heart. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Marcus Aurelius, philosopher. An intention exists behind every thought and action. An intention directs you to be in a certain state of consciousness, such as open, appreciative, or non-judgmental. Intentions are a force. They organize your conscious thoughts and as a magnet pulling your attention towards certain thing and away from other. They guide you into optimizing your potential by helping you focus on your energy, choose how to spend your time, and consider how you treat others. Setting intention is a conscious practice, and like most practice in this book, what you can do at a dedicated time, such as a part of your morning routine, and one you can also integrate into your daily activities. Intention are the source from which your actions bring. They bridge your desire to life from core value, for example, compassion, acceptance, generosity, to shape your daily activity and how you choose to interpret the world. Intention can be both long-ranging. I intend to be more generous, as well as micro nudge that guide actions. When I see a homeless person, I will give money. Intentions help you create a life that is aligned to what matters most to you. A client in Chicago set an intention to be more present for his loved one. When I asked what this might look like, he said he wanted to find daily ways to connect with his wife alone, and he would aim to listen to his kids without interrupting. Perhaps you set an intention to be more open. That might mean striking up a conversation with a stranger at the gym, wearing a t-shirt with a slogan from another political party instead of staying in your own bubble, or listening with curiosity to a proposed solution from a college with whom you usually don't see eye to eye. Intentions start to guide you action by action toward a life that is aligned with who you want to be. Intentions can help you achieve your larger purpose. Purpose is your why, your reason for directing the arc of your life and work in a certain direction. Intention is the focus of your attention on making something happen, but purpose and intention come from within. They come from your own value, strength, and what give you meaning. Mindfulness is about paying attention to insight that arises when you are present and aware. From this insight, you find your larger purpose, and your intention help you get there. Although you can set intention at any time during your day, doing so in the morning gives you directions. Unlike goals, intentions are not something you attach to an expectation or evaluation. Indeed, in comparison to the tangible, measurable objectivity of goals often put us in a striving, control mindset, whereas intention encourages us to let go of control, flourish in uncertainty, and allow possibility to unfold. The specific, rigid goal you try so hard to make happen might not serve you as well as a living from an intention that keeps you open to something you might not even predict, like a new opportunity or a door that opens. Western society conditions us to strive for achievement. But intentions encourage us to grow spiritually in ways that make us feel more connected, more aligned, and more fulfilled. You can also set intention as a part of your mental training in mindfulness. Psychologist and mindfulness researcher Sauno Sapiro finds that our intentions shift along a continuum as we progress in our practice. With meditation practice, we usually start with our self-regulation, like being able to direct attention and manage emotions, before we move into self-exploration and self-awareness, becoming aware of our preferences, habits, defenses, and conditioning. Finally, we come to self-deliberation and compassionate service, like being free from the conditioned mind to instead live life from generous love. Consider the continuum of intention as you take on your own mindfulness practice. After a few weeks of mindful breathing, do you notice a shift in your ability to regulate strong emotions? To maintain more equanimity and less reactivity. Intentions are more powerful when they come from a calm, centered place rather than from a place of feeling like not good enough or general anxiety. So, it is helpful to set intention in the morning after sitting in the stillness, breathing mindfully. When moments of choice arise in the day, stay connected to your center, your inner GPS with intention as your magnets, and don't give in to the influence or criticism of others or your own self-talk. Intention are the earliest form of your outward behavior that add up to your life, and as you start to live with more mindfulness and less on autopilot, you become more conscious about setting intentions and living into them. Intention come from your wisest self. Yeah. When you create space in your noisy, busy mind to assess awareness, you can tune into what is important and then set intention. Ultimately, when setting and using intention becomes natural and easy for you, you'll find your mind taking a pause before any important part of your day to get clear on what matters most. Your intention guides you, and a clear sense of direction is a source of happiness in itself. How? 1. Make it a daily practice. Choose a time in your mornings to set attention. Make it a habit by doing it as after something you already do, such as after you are sitting in stillness or as a part of your journaling. So listen to your inner wisdom. First, settle your mind with a few calming breaths and ask yourself what matters most today, what matters most this week, and what does my heart long for. This answer will point to intention you can set. 3. Mind your joy list for intention. Create a sort of list of activities that make you feel alive. Times when you feel most aware and vibrant. Some of my joys are being present with my daughter, creating art, swimming in open water, connecting deeply with client, and teaching mindfulness. You can set an intention to create time for one or more of the activity that gives you a boost and not be open and present when you do it. 4. Set intention of foreseeing, being, and doing. What do you want to see more? Beauty, wonder, act of kindness, good news, humorous moment, or the glass half full? How do you want to be today? Calm, focused, open-minded, patient, generous, accepting, gentle, forgiving. What do you want to do more? Stop and breathe. Listen deeply to others and do one thing at a time. Keep it short and simple. 5. Use ink. Write down your intention on a small card or sticky note for your desk or refrigerator to bring your focus back and inspire yourself throughout the day. 6. Share intention with loved ones at breakfast. Talk about what your intentions are for the day. This ritual not only supports the habit of setting intention but also lets you connect with your roommates, partner, or kids in a deeper way and find ways to support them as they live out their own intentions.